Hey there, everyone.
Hello now.
Uh, how
I
we be? So you're going on to the previous video. They were talking about like the.
mean, continuing on from
Shut up.
learn English. How's that? Oh, we're playing this game again.
Yeah.
No, so this is it.
The fun game.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll take your word for it.
Whatever.
Yeah. You were saying?
Or you. Forget.
Well, I corrected your use of the English language.
Yes.
Because apparently it's your second language.
Shut up. Yeah, about like doing the stock and modified of like a single
Yeah.
vehicle. That's why I reckon they should have done ages ago. Because then it becomes just a driver's battle and no one can complain about the cars being all
Yeah.
overpowered or something.
That's like, even just you've said that, like, just today, I can feel how irritating it would be to hear that every fucking time. Because, like, tell me it doesn't happen every single time.
Yeah, it does. It was like, oh, they don't. It's just like, shut the fuck up. But years ago, like when they were racing, they were just like, like light modifications, like weight reduction and stuff like that, like a roll cage for obvious fucking reasons.
Yeah.
They were just street cars.
Yeah.
Like Peter Brock did the almost unthinkable and was, I think, 6 laps ahead. Like lapped everyone 6 times in this little Tirana thing. These days, they would have been like, get that thing in the fucking pits now, we're going to rip it apart and see why it's doing this.
Yeah.
Mind if it was a Ford they did that anyway. But yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fucking annoying because, like, I know Holden's the Australian car. But yeah, like, literally, if a Holden didn't win, everyone went into a fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah. Sucky la. Fucking Nissan GDIs came over.
Yeah.
They won every single race they were in, and then they just went, nope, you're banned. Straight up banned. Because you're not an Australian car. Then they made it the Australian racing cars. And, yeah. Look where Nissan is now compared to where Holden is now.
Yeah.
They're taking on fucking the high elite of the world. And Holden doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Are there even any... Like, can you still buy a Holden, like, as an imprint of something else?
Nah.
So they're not even for sale, just someone owns the name somewhere.
Not even knows their name, they're just completely shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was they got bought out by someone,
Yeah, Chevrolet.
and they've just...
Yep, canned it. I was like...
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, they probably still own the name.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
they probably
someone would have revived it.
Yeah, you would have thought that, but yeah. Sometimes it's just better to leave sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
Like this. But the thing was, it was all borrowed parts anyway. There were no... The most Australian car ever was a Ford, which is the American company as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I
the
know
Ute
that.
that's probably the most Australian car you could buy back then. Because
Yeah.
it was an Australian design, Australian engine, bish bash bosh. It was a German drivetrain, but yeah, German gearbox, but just choose the best.
Yeah.
And like, literally, the only Australian part of the Holden was the badge on the front.
Really?
Yeah. German design, American engine. Up until the VE, which was fully Australian, and it was just a flying brick. Then they released the VF, which was actually a decent car, but the only problem is they just did it a little bit too late. And plus, like, you were getting better quality cars out of Japan for almost 10 grand less.
Yeah.
And that's what basically killed it off, is they couldn't compete with the heavyweights. And they were offering a better car for cheaper.
Yeah.
It's a shame because it is a part of the Australian history, but...
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean shit if you can't keep up.
Yeah. There was, is there, like, a person who's held responsible for that? Or was it just a faceless board?
I would love to see if there was someone that was in charge of that, so someone could slap him.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it was a board decision.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Like... Even though I love GM, it's just like one of those companies that's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, I love my Chevrolet. is it not?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the decision to, like, get rid of Pontiac but keep Buick, I don't know what the hell you were thinking there. Probably appeal to all the old people. But yeah. I am not taking that. Oh. Yeah. Ford always seems to do alright by its fans.
Yeah.
Except here, if you're a redneck. And don't like progression.
They're never happy with anything. Their ideal car would be one with... Have you ever seen those coal cars?
Yeah. Where you, like, shove a coal into it.
No, I mean, like, those ones where, like, it's specifically been modified so that it can produce as much pollution as possible.
Oh, rolling coal.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Those things are fucking... That's what rednecks want.
Yeah. America!
Yeah. And it's not even that, it's just like, fuck the libtards, and it's like...
Yeah.
You're breathing this in right now.
Yeah.
You die.
Yeah, rednecks. Worst thing on the planet.
Yeah, rednecks. Exterminate them.
Mm-hmm. Anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
I want my pure blood! Just like eating a fucking hamburger, smoking a fucking cigarette, and drinking the...
Absolute, like, basically gasoline.
Yeah. Nah, it's American beer. It's like a shag in the canoe. Fucking close to water.
Okay, that's a new one for Berkey. God, I was gonna say something else.
Even though I love the cars, but yeah.
I want to pivot.
Okay.
I want to pivot into, I finished the Grand Tour.
Yep.
I've now watched all of James May's travel show.
Uh-huh.
Most of his cooking show. Did you know he did 2 seasons of a cooking show?
No. No, he did a cooking show, but I didn't know how long it went for.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It's... I mean, I'm never gonna cook, but, like,
No.
it's not a bad show.
Yeah. I just know, bonk, cheese.
I've now watched, and I watched all of that show that you showed me, the Great Escapist.
Oh, yeah. I've, like, found that out, but I didn't know where
I'm
to watch
gonna
it.
definitively rank them. Clarkson's Farm.
Yep.
James May Travel Show. James May Cooking Show. The Richard Hammond Show.
Oh, okay.
Because the Richard... Like, wow. You know those...
Okay.
You know those, like... This is what's happening... I don't know how to explain them. Those parts in Grand Tour, and presumably in Top Gear before it.
Yeah.
Where, like... They're talking about stuff, and they're interacting, and it's clearly scripted, but none of them are actors, so...
Yeah.
And, like, it's funny as long as they don't drag it out too long.
Oh, yeah. They'll drag it out way too long.
Richard Hammond's survival show is just that the whole way through.
Oh.
It's fully scripted. Neither of them are actors. Both very intelligent and capable men, worthy of respect, but they're not actors. And, like, a fully... Like, it's... They're on an island, and, like, there's cameras and stuff, but, like, they're not talking to anyone. They're alone. It's a script. It's a story.
Okay. So it's going to be something I'm not going to watch.
And it really... Like, there are absolutely fun moments.
Yeah?
There are, like, if you've got nothing else to watch, it is worth a watch.
Okay.
But, like, if I asked someone their favourite show, they said The Great Escapists, I would immediately put them on a psychiatric hold.
Okay.
Because they're wrong and they need help.
Yep.
Like...
That was very vicious, like, they need help.
Yeah, they need help. Help them. Like, it's... I really don't know any other way to... I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
But, like, man, the jokes get old.
Yeah. It's like, that's a good...
And it's them playing themselves, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Richard Hammond is he's not playing a different character. He's Richard Hammond portraying Richard Hammond.
Yeah.
And it's...
Richard Hammond is Richard L. Hammond.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Like, I like when they do scripted stuff every now and then, but not all the time.
Yeah.
I can find some of the best bits of the original Top Gear was just them talking about shit.
Yeah.
In the news segments. Literally, if they made an edit of just news segments, I would watch it from front to back.
Yeah. What's the... I guess...
Like, they would talk about new cars, things they found on the internet, and, like,
Would the equivalent of that be Conversation Street on
yeah.
Grand Tour? Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna say on par with every now and then. I don't think every episode, maybe every 2 or 3 episodes, one of them on their own, just like basically an ad for a car they love.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're my love.
Yeah, James May did a lot of that on Top Gear, and it was like, the Dacia. He loved the Dacia Standero because it was the bringing in cheap cars again, just cheap, good, reliable cars, and like what the other ones would just try and like shut him up, like just keep talking about something else.
Yeah.
And he goes, "There's a problem with the new Dacias, right? The next model's not coming to England. Oh no. Anyway, just like continue on. But yeah, like the news segments were really good.
Yeah.
They'll be talking about like electric cars and stuff like that, and like pranks they used to pull as kids, stuff like that. I'll show you an in between a take and like see what you think, because I think it's one of James May's best moments.
Okay.
Is the Toy Stories thing on Amazon?
Oh yes,
Right.
I've started that. I got most of the way through the first episode. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
But it's also from like 06 and like British TV in 06.
Bad.
And like I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my god, was this made in the 70s? Why is his hair still silver?
Yeah. Like,
like it looks like an old TV show, like graphically, which I mean makes sense because it kind of is. It's from like 09.
Is it still like narrow screen?
Oh gosh, I can't remember. I don't think so. I think it's just like in 480.
Oh yeah.
And 480 on a screen this size.
It's not good.
It just doesn't look great.
Honestly. We take technology for granted.
Maybe I should watch it on my laptop.
Yeah, it'll probably be better like that. Or even on your phone.
No, but then I gotta fucking... Like, I'll put it on my laptop and, like, half watch it while I'm playing Coral Island.
Yeah.
His cooking show is decent.
Yeah. I like everything they've made. I don't think they've made a bad show.
Yeah.
They've made some below par things.
The next thing on my docket from them is, I think it's less old. It's a Richard Hammond show that is on Amazon Prime. Yeah. It's called like, oh gosh, the name escapes me. It's about like, I think each episode is dedicated to like it's about engineering.
Oh yeah.
It's about engineering projects.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's like
Richard Hammond's Big Ideas.
That might be it. Yeah. I don't know if it's like theoretical stuff or things that have been built, but it seems like something that might interest me.
Oh yeah. He also did a new another thing where he like tries to learn how to drive a different specialized vehicle a week and does like a test.
Really?
Yeah. Can't remember what it's called.
What's that on?
I was about to ask if it was on Amazon and if you've seen it. But...
I never heard of it. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and it's like a tank, quarry equipment, crane or something like that.
I'd watch that. He's like 10 years older than the other guys. 10 years younger than the other guys as well.
Jeremy's the oldest, I think.
Yeah. But they both go on like as if James May is the oldest because he acts like he's from 1800s.
I can guarantee he owns at least 12 gramophones. Did I do this? Yes, I did.
Okay. Known for presenting Brainiac Science Abuse, Crafts, Should I Worry About, The Gunpowder Plot, Exploring the Legend, Richard Hammond's 5 O'Clock Show, Top Gear, Petrolheads, Richard Hammond Meets Evil Knievel, The Great Escapists, 2021, Total Wipeout. He was the presenter from Total Wipeout. I knew I'd seen him in something that had nothing to do with cars and I could never figure out what it was.
Okay.
He is from Total Wipeout. Blast Lab, don't know that. Engineering Connections, Invisible Worlds, Crash Course.
I think it was Crash Course.
So he's given 3 days to learn how to operate various pieces of heavy equipment across the United States. Season 2, he must now learn how to perform several odd jobs. Huh.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, I'll check if that... What was? I've already forgotten the name.
Crash Course.
Immediately, it just left my brain.
Ever since I had COVID, that's happened to me, and it's been really annoying.
Crash Course TV series. Where is it? Ah, it's on nothing. You can watch it on YouTube or Google Play Movies and TV, each for $3.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
It's interesting that it's not on anything.
Oh, fuck off.
Damn, I would watch that.
It was really good.
It was a BBC show as well, so
Yeah.
you'd think it would at least be on
It was a little
BritBox.
Yeah, or a DVD of it, at least.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
probably.
I highly recommend getting BritBox.
Yeah, I don't know.
It have all the shit you like watching. The Larkins would be up your alley.
I've got a lot of stuff on my watch list that I just am too lazy to get to already, you know?
The Darling Buds of May, that would be up your alley, which is basically just the original version of the Larkins. It's
That
about
means nothing to me.
basically it's a family trying to live off the grid in like rural England.
Okay. So you've recommended two shows that, according to you, are basically the same show.
Yeah, like one's more modern, but like it's got like the old-fashioned like shows where it's like you'd hear people speaking, but they sound like they're speaking in the background type thing.
Yeah. Well, you've just made me definitely not want to watch that.
Yeah, that's why I'd recommend the newer one.
And you have no other recommendations from BritBox?
Yeah, I do. It's just I'm trying to focus on this. Only Fools and Horses, like the staple of the British TV show. It was awesome. It's really funny too. It's a good feel. It's one of those ones you can have in the background the whole time.
Okay.
It's to me what Big Bang Theory is to you.
Oh, okay. Something I play every night so I can sleep.
Plus, you'll laugh at a lot of things as well. 'Cause there was I'll explain one episode. It's
I feel like you trying to explain an episode of a show that you probably haven't watched in a little while trying to race is a bad recipe.
No, I've been watching it today.
Okay.
I've gone through it. One of them is basically what they are is they try to make ends meet. They're a bit what's known as a spiv, which is basically they try to flog stolen merchandise and stuff like that they've found off a van.
Yeah.
Wink. And it's basically two brothers. One's a lot older than the other. And very ambitious, whereas the younger one tries to be more of a yuppie type thing, tries to make more of a life for himself, and ends up failing every single time. And they find out one of the good friends, Trigger, his gran, who they respected a lot, has passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they go through all his house and stuff like that, and basically Dell, who's the older brother, buys 2 urns off him so he can flog him off for cheap.
Okay.
And what they find out, it has the ashes of his grandfather in it.
Ah.
But the whole thing was, through the storyline was, his grandmother had a secret lover, what ended up being the brother's grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole thing is like, he finds the urns and the grandfather freaks the fuck out. Because that's the ashes of the person he was bonking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, partner he's bonking.
This
And he goes, he'll never find out. He'll never find out he's in the same fucking room as me.
Okay. This.
And then they end up, like, trying to do a proper burial for him.
How much is BritBox?
I think it's $6 a
I don't
month.
think this show is worth $6 a month.
There are other fucking shows, dude.
I know, but
Why are you being so cynical today?
I don't know. When am I not cynical? When have you ever known me not to be cynical? The only times I'm ever not cynical is silently in my own brain. And that is a lifestyle choice I've made, so no one can call me out.
Well, I'll finish it off now.
Yeah.
Like, they managed to get rid of the urn. Like, a street sweeper comes up and accidentally takes up the urn. And it gets sucked into the thing, and they realize it's like their version of that guy's Viking burial. Then they get back home, put the urn down.
Yeah.
And then they ring up the person that it happened to, and it's like, oh, don't worry, he was married twice. I was like, it might not have been his actual granddad. I was like, oh, Christ, he was married twice. Let's leave the other urn full of ashes.
Okay. You just explaining the plot of what I'm going to assume is a 20-minute episode
Mhm.
of a sitcom. Like, is this a recipe for funny to you? Like, did you think that would make me laugh? Like, honestly. When does that make people laugh?
I don't know. You've done it to me twice. You've managed to explain things to me that made me laugh.
Like, not that I can think of. When did I do that?
It was explaining a Big Bang Theory episode. It was how Sheldon was going on about the science of geology.
Oh, yeah. But that was like a one-line joke. Not the whole fucking plot.
Might as well have been, because that was the whole thing it was focused on.
True.
Mhm.
But that's what good writing is. It's encapsulating the plot in like one thing.
It's the science of what did I just trip over?
Yeah. It's taking one concept and working out from there.
But the only problem with running that long is like you forget a lot about it. Like you look at like old British shows, I think they have like you're lucky if they get eight episodes a season. Like American shows, 20.
Yeah.
And that's like a really low season.
Not really.
Like I wonder how the hell Simpsons are still fucking running. Like,
Yeah.
they're into the, 35th year?
Yeah. Well, they don't have any of the same writers anymore.
Nah. That shows.
It's been like a few iterations of The Simpsons.
Like, yeah. Like, where's the new version of frickin' steamed hams? How that blew up.
The fuck is steamed hams?
You are shitting me, dude, are you?
Never heard of it.
Fucking hell.
Well, we're out of time.
Perky's gonna get a meme lesson. Goodbye.
Yeah.